Pokemon Go! It's taking the world by storm. People are playing it in every corner of the world right now. And a lot of people are having trouble figuring out how to play it. What to do? Where to go? Well, that's what I'm here for, everyone. I'll get you started on the road to be the very best, like no one ever was. When you first start your Pokemon journey, follow these very simple guidelines. Number 1, catch 'em all. Literally, catch all the Pokemon around you. Every time you catch a Pokemon, you get Stardust and candy for that specific Pokemon. Very important items to have. You're gonna need them, like, forever. So just keep catching every single Pokemon you see. Don't show any, discretion. Just fucking catch that Rattata, catch that Pidgey, catch that Caterpie. Keep fucking catching them. You'll also get experience, which will help you level up, which is literally your main priority for the time being. Catch 'em all. Number 2, turn the augmented reality right the fuck off. Seriously, the camera and the augmented reality is cool and all, but it drains your battery way more and it makes catching Pokemon a lot harder. Enjoy it a couple times and then reach up in the top right corner during a battle, tap that AR switch. You'll be glad you did. Number 3, don't just toss Pokeballs randomly. When you start catching Pokemon, take notice of the circle that appears over their heads. You want to aim your Pokeball for the large white circle, but you want to wait for the inner circle to shrink down as small as it can get before you throw the Pokeball. If that inner circle is green, you're going to catch that Pokemon most easily. If that inner circle is orange, it's going to be a little more difficult, but maybe with enough Pokeballs, you'll get that sumbitch. If the inner circle is red, it's going to be tough as nails. I recommend not even trying it if you're really low level. If you don't have great balls, leave the red ring Pokemon alone. Number 4, save all of your Stardust and candy. Don't use any of these items until you level up several times. For right now, just focus on catching Pokemon. The higher you level up, the higher Pokemon you'll start to encounter, which will completely outclass the Pokemon you got early in the game, and you won't even give a fuck about any of them. Keep all of that juicy Stardust. It's going to come in handy later when you really need it. Number 5, level up! The game really doesn't begin until you get to about level 15 or so, at least in my opinion. Don't try too hard at the gyms, because they're very hard to keep until you get Pokemon that are at least 1000 CP. Here are some solid ways to level up. When you hit level 5, you'll receive a lucky egg. That will double your experience for 30 minutes. During that time, evolve all of your Pidgeys, Caterpies, and Weedles as much as you can. You'll get a ton of experience. You'll level really quickly this way, so save your fucking Pidgeys and your Caterpies and your Weedles for this specific moment, because this is seriously a good way to level up. You'll get like 1000 experience each time. It would also be wise to visit as many Pokestops as you can while your lucky egg is active, because you'll get more experience, and maybe you'll run into some more Pokemon where someone has left a lure, which will just give you more experience. Experience is key. Number 6, find a rotation. Search out your local Pokestops. Places like churches, monuments, statues, tourist attractions, fire departments, among many other places are usually Pokestops. And if you're lucky, unlike me, you'll actually be in a town or a city where there's plenty of Pokestops to visit. I only really have 2 in one spot that I can easily rotate between, so it kinda sucks. Yeah, it sucks real bad actually. Go back and forth between your Pokestops when you can, so you can rack up plenty of Pokeballs, experience, potions, revives, items. Items are good, and Pokeballs especially are good, because you'll be surprised how quickly they will go away. Pokestops will regenerate every 5 or so minutes, so just keep running around, grab them as much as you can. Number 7. Incubate your eggs. When you get an egg, make sure to go to it in your menu, tap on it, and start the incubation process. You have one incubator that will never break, but the other incubators that you buy with Pokecoins, which means real life money more or less, or that you get from leveling up, they're going to break after 3 uses. Either way, you still want to hatch those eggs, because as far as I can tell, you can't discard the eggs. You have to hatch them, and you can only hold 9 at any point. So, don't waste any steps. Hatch those eggs. The higher the distance it takes to hatch the egg, the rarer Pokemon you're going to get. So don't ever stop incubating. Just keep having at it. Hatch those fucking eggs. Number 8. Join up with your friends. When you hit level 5, you'll have to pick a team. Mystic, Valor, or Instinct. Blue, red, yellow. The fucking classic video game Pokemon colors. So talk to your friends, see what they're playing, see what color they've chosen. Because if you have some friends you can run around with and take gyms with, it's going to be a lot easier for you to dominate. Yeah, it's pretty much a gang war, but hey, that's what Pokemon is, I suppose. Number 9. Only evolve your highest CP Pokemon. When you catch a Pokemon, take note of the curved line over top of it. The farther that line goes, the stronger that Pokemon is. As you level up, you'll be able to make the CP in that line go higher and higher, and you'll get stronger and stronger. But when you evolve a Pokemon, take note of how strong it is. You only want to evolve ones that have high CP. I would say around the time you hit level 15, you'll start to see Pokemon that are unevolved at like 500 CP. You might even start seeing evolved Pokemon over 1000 CP. These are ideal for this point in the game. So catch the 500 CP unevolved and evolve them, or go for broke and get the evolved badass Pokemon already over 1000. Either way, you're going to end up with some strong Pokemon. Don't worry too much about the movesets, because it doesn't seem to matter a whole lot, at least early in the game. Later on, you might want to be a little more choosy with what movesets you use or evolve from, because it will affect the evolution in some way, although it's kind of hard to tell and there's not a lot of information on that yet. So for right now, high CP, evolve it, you should be good. Number 10, it's time to attack. When you finally start to get some Pokemon around 1000 CP, go find a couple of gyms to fight. If you have gyms around that are already taken over by your team, then great. Just go there, check the level of the gym. Each level of a gym means that one more Pokemon can defend it. Level 1, 1 Pokemon can defend it. Level 2, 2 Pokemon can defend it. I think you get it. If it's high enough level, just drop your Pokemon in and you're good to go. You'll get Defender bonus items, which you can access from the shop. You'll get them every 21 hours, as long as your Pokemon is still in there defending. If it drops out, you don't get that Defender bonus. Either way, it's extra items, gives you extra Stardust, it's good. Also, if your team already has the gym, you can hit the button at the bottom to train and level up your gym, that way other Pokemon can defend it. As far as I can tell, it only goes up to level 10, which means like 10 Pokemon can defend it, which is pretty fucking hard to deal with, so get as many in there as you can. If you come by a gym and notice that it's gray, that means that nobody's defending it and it's fair game. So get up to that gym, drop a Pokemon in, and boom, your team and you are going to be defending it, which means you get Defender bonus. So have at it. It's all fair game. You can actually drop a Pokemon in right after another team takes it. It's kind of a shitty thing to do, but hey, all's fair in Pokemon Go. If the gym is of an opposing color to your own, then you have to take it. You'll notice that the gym will have a level along with a higher number underneath that you have to take down in order to take over the gym for your team. So, fight it out. When you fight a rival gym, the battle screen will pop up, and it may seem strange at first, but the main goal is to tap on the screen to use your main attack, which will be your top attack, and as you do, you'll fill up a meter in the top left. Once that meter is filled up completely, or at least one small section, you notice some moves will be a full bar, some moves will be sections, which means you can use them multiple times. As those fill up, hold your finger down on the screen and you'll use that move, which is usually, and as far as I can tell, almost always, more powerful than your normal move. So that's a good way to rack up some more damage. Also, if you're familiar with Pokemon, you'll know that some Pokemon are weak to others, so use the fire Pokemon against grass Pokemon. Use the electric Pokemon against the water or the flying Pokemon. There are plenty of resources and charts that will tell you who's weak to what, so, you know, look that up. I'm not going to explain it all right here. You're also able to swipe left and right to dodge the attacks from your opponent, but as far as I can tell, it's completely useless, so I wouldn't even bother doing it. Just try to get as many attacks in as you can, swiftly win. That's really all I can say about it. It's kind of random and kind of whatever, but it's pretty fun when you actually are able to get into more fights. Number 11, and finally, explore, be safe, and have fun. When you tap the bottom right tab, you'll see all of the near Pokemon. You want to hone in on one of those Pokemon. So if you see an Abra down in the corner, or I don't know, a Machop, or a Magikarp, or whoever, tap on the little bastard, and you'll see there's 3 paw prints underneath him. Maybe there's 2 paw prints, maybe there's 1 paw print. If you didn't figure it out, that's how far away they are. If you see 3 paw prints, just turn your body, make notice of like which way you're facing, start walking that direction whenever the box starts to glow. And that's how you know you're going to get that Pokemon. Just keep walking toward it. It'll keep glowing. Eventually the 3 paw prints will turn into 2. The 2 paw prints will turn into 1. The 1 will turn into none, and then you have that Pokemon. There it is. It should be right on you. However, be safe while you're doing this. Don't walk down any dangerous alleys or into scary parts of a neighborhood just to get a Dratini. I know they're rare, but that Dratini won't mean shit if your phone gets jacked and you get fucking stabbed in the face. So, be cautious, be safe, be smart, play safely. Okay, well, that's all for my tips and tricks video. Honestly, it's pretty hard to compile all of this information into one video because there's so much to talk about. I know I missed some tidbits of information here and there, and I didn't cover every single thing like using potions and using revives, but it should be pretty self-explanatory. But this video should start to steer you in the right direction at least. Feel free to talk down in the comments as you wish about any tips or tricks that you want to give me or other people. Just make this video and this page a nice helpful place. But let's keep it civil, don't be a dick. I know how some YouTube commenters are complete dicks. Keep that shit out of here. Thanks for checking out Canman Gaming. Be sure to watch some of my Let's Play videos. They're random and all over the place, and hardly ever do I actually finish a game, but I like to consider myself a pretty funny guy, along with my buddy Kyle, who make up the High Five Gamers. We play a bunch of games, we talk about a bunch of shit. Check them out. Laugh hysterically. Love you long time. Have a wonderful fucking day.